Now, I'm speaking in broad generalizations, and what I'm about to say can certainly find many exceptions, and these are not rigid categories. These are orienting generalizations, and they're helpful because it allows us to see the cultural forces, the dialectical challenges that are vying within this nascent postmodern space. And we, in our attempt to transcend progressive postmodernism, we want to transcend relativism, while at the same time carrying it forward. So how to do that is the focus of what I'm going to be talking about. In this group, we've established a degree, I think, of political pluralism. Right? We saw that over the last couple of Zoom meetings. The philosophical basis for our political pluralism is fairly worked out. Something I've talked about in other contexts. That philosophical basis is that there's a prime political polarity that's indestructible, that continuously reappears, and that these prime elements, right, as I characterize them as fix what's wrong and preserve what's right, or we can think about them in terms of progressive and conservative. But however we look at it, that polarity continues to reappear in almost every human polity. And we know from polarity theory that those two major kinds of politics are ultimately interdependent, that the value-creating capacity of each is partially determined by the moderating influence of the other, right? So the political pluralism is pretty straightforward, but spiritual pluralism is much more complex, because there's not just a left and a right. There's many different levels and cross-level dialectical differences, which don't always result in conflicts or contests, but they're there nonetheless, and it's good, I think, to bring them to light, because it allows us to create a culture of challenge and support, a cultural agreement space in which different spiritual truth claims can be improved, evolved through their challenge by alternative truth claims. And I'm not suggesting that these things could be completely worked out, or that we can have some kind of empirical analysis regarding spiritual truth claims. But nevertheless, being aware of the tensions, I think, is the first step in achieving a kind of spiritual pluralism that is growthful, that can help all the lines of spirituality which exist within this nascent culture to grow and prosper and create what they do with greater effect in terms of their what they deliver. So I'll talk about that in a second. So